Hey there, Squirrel Army. How's it going? For today, you guys have again voted for more of the Wilds of Eldraine commanders, and Eriette has won. So we're going to be chanting people's creatures with some auras. So let's go and check out what's going on over here in the EDH world. I think I saw Sunbird's Blessing. I think that one seems pretty cool. There's some other cool ones that are here. I'm gonna have to go through it and see what we can do. Actually, killing might be cool. But yeah, there's a few things. I think there might be a few things from the new set possibly that we could take good advantage of. But the problem I'm kind of having is that I always think auras are really bad. Like, super bad. But the thing is, we're kind of going a different route. We're kind of enchanting our opponent's stuff, not our own stuff. We're not really like Voltron or whatever. So even though we are reliant on auras to a degree, like if they gain us enough value from what we're trying to do, which is win the game, at the end of the day, like, it might not matter. Yeah. There might be some potential for us to be able to get to a point in the game at which we can do the thing that we want to do. But I'm just very hard up on changing my mindset about auras. But maybe I don't have to. This is for what you guys want. So I will try to figure it out and I'll show you what I come up with.
You can join the Squirrel Army by subscribing.
Alrighty, so finished up the list. Before I go too deep into it though, if you're not super interested in me explaining what's in the deck and how we win and all that sort of stuff, check out the deck list down below, should be there in the comments. But then you can do whatever you want with it and move on with your lives and go forth and enchant people. For those people that are here, I'll try to go through things as quickly as possible. Pretty cheap deck, honestly, but it was a lot of effort to put this one together. And I did struggle a bit because I kept going, man, Aura's so bad. But it is what it is. I actually put 2 extorters in here this time, so that's cool. I like having extort. That helps us out a lot. But anyway, as always, not really gonna talk about lands. Like, there's nothing here except Helord's Generosity. That's like the best land that's in here besides like the fact we've got a bunch of duels and some basics. So nothing to say really. As far as ramp, not really much here that I want to talk about too much, though for some reason Sagada's aids in the ramp. Don't know why. I didn't move it out, I just decided to leave it there just because. But this is a really good enchantment. Giving our enchantments flash, really good. Yeah, and auto enchanting things or auto equipping things, pretty nice. So, yeah. But yeah, not going to talk about much of that. Card draw is actually a big part of the deck because it's such a unique deck. It's not like a lot of the other Enchantress decks because we're in black and white. Like, I think there's that Mardu commander, but this is specifically auras, so we've got a few interesting things here in the enchantments. And in the card draw. Um, but yeah, there's not a huge amount of good card draw or card advantage cards that are kind of in the colors. So that's a little difficult sometimes, but we do what we can with what we've got. So it is an interesting pile, but I won't go through to it too much. Most of the, well, I won't say most, but a lot of the auras that we have are detain style auras. So they're basically removal auras. So we've got our creatures basically covered for removal, well and truly covered. Um, like we might want a wrath, but I couldn't really fit one in. But I did want a disenchant and a fracture just to destroy artifacts and enchantments. But yeah, other than that, I don't think I want to talk too much about the removal enchantments because not that interesting. Of course, Grim Guardian because it's pretty good. Obviously, Archon of Sun's Grace, Howland Haunting, Sigil of the Empty Throne. Good ways for us to win. Light Pause is pretty decent for us, tutoring up other auras that we need when we cast auras. Got a few buff and pump auras. I don't think you want to buff things that don't have evasion for the most part, but it's alright because we do have some evasive enchantments as well. Only a few of them though. There aren't that many. So yeah, but still, they're there. And they're like Griff Spoon, I think is like one of the best ones. I do want to, where is it here? Talk about the recursion, because that's something that you really need in decks like this. Is lots of recursion, and in fact, I wish we could kind of find a bit more for the deck because it is very tough to lose auras, even if you've got things that draw you cards when you do, and things like that. We don't want to lose our auras, but if we are losing our auras, maybe that means our opponents are losing their creatures mostly, unless someone just has destroy all or enchantments or whatever. But still, we want to get those auras back so that we can keep using our opponent's creatures as our own creatures to kill our opponents. So that's the idea there. I think that's pretty much it with most of it. I do love the Spirit Dancer copying auras so we can double aura things and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, but there's a bit of other stuff here that's pretty cool. We do have some other goading stuff, so in case our commander dies, we do have other ways to goad and make people attack other people, not us, so that we are protected. There is a few other protections here, so that does help us out, even if they're not as good sometimes when we've got a commander. They still do some other stuff sometimes, or at least some of them do. But yeah, when we don't have our commander, we'll be glad that some creatures can't attack us and whatnot. So we want to be really strategic about which creatures we put some of them on, because we know we don't want them coming at us later in the game. But anyway, that is that. That is the list. Hope you've enjoyed. You can let me know if you did, writing your thoughts down there in the comments below. Hope you will join me again in the next one.